Our ultimate dream before COVID was at least to try and double in size. Based on the direction that we were going on, we thought that we would be a lot further. Despite being a new company, we saw a lot of immediate growth happening.
So when COVID struck, we had to wheel and come again, as most of us would say. We had to look at how we offered our services and take a new approach and embrace that newness.
We had a lot of projections and where we wanted to be. We had growth projections, staffing, in terms of company and contracts that we wanted to gain. But since COVID, a lot of things have changed and we had to revisit the focus.
So COVID forced us to become more efficient.
We put all growth underneath a microscope. I think one of the most efficient things that we've done is that we recognize the benefit of being in this environment and being at the actual hub. One of the most important things for us when we started out was that we wanted a bit of consistency. And because we're at the hub, we know what we're going to be spending every month. I think the hub is, it's a creative environment. Being in a creative field, we always like to be around other creative. For me, I like when, people come in and you hear good morning and there are 10 responses that, sometimes echo, in the hallways, everybody responding, good morning. It's always a joy to be here.
Well, the hub speaks for itself. It's a hub. It's a central spot.
It's really home for a lot of us that decide to make that step into a new business or, the unknown. But then when you see other persons where they're trying to do their best, it really helps motivate, each other.
A year later, I think we've concretized, some of the things that we had in our heads that were meant to be theoretical. I would say that one of the interesting things, which is with COVID, it wasn't so much that you lost things and you lost business, but rather that there was a bit of insecurity. You didn't know if you could rely on this project that you wanted, if it was going to be there in another month because things changed. And so, one had to be flexible. We've all heard about the sort of pivot that one has to make during COVID. We recognized that we could be flexible, that we could do all the things that were necessary to kind of get this thing going.
The future, it's still possible. We're working on it. Of course, there are delays, but it's not the end of what we have in our pipeline. We're still planning on expanding, of course, and we're taking every experience that COVID is throwing at us now, and of course, brace for any potential thing that might come. So, using this experience, we are still going towards our plans for the future to expand, to offer more things, etc. But we're working it out from the back straight to the front and include the things that COVID has taught us so that we are more stronger, more relevant, and of course we can stay in the game for the future to come.